Hey, Mommy, help, I'm stuck.
Hey, Ari.
Thank you. You can go ahead and start. We're starting here.
Hey, my back is missing.
Your back is missing?
No!
Like your spine?
No!
Yeah, I'm not gonna help getting any more pieces, okay? Because we're starting this now.
Oh, we're waiting on Rochelle.
Can't remember how to do it.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, Daddy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not right now. In a little bit. Right. Ready?
Yeah.
Ta-da! Grand entrance. They both have rocket tees on
Oh,
today.
nice.
Yeah, my band's better than actually. That's not even true.
This is a classic.
That's not even true. How's it going, everybody? The kids are right there.
Do you want to show your suspenders?
Yeah, come on and show everybody your suspenders. A little bit closer.
Come in.
When you can see yourself, you're close enough.
Come over, I can show you. No?
Come on, what's that Magic Mike? Was it Magic Mike?
Yeah.
That movie?
Yes.
What's that actor's name? The really handsome guy? Anyways, it might be us, so that means we can get to some, well, we always get to some good stuff. So this is the fourth one, right?
Yeah.
The plan is to do our general mobility. We're gonna spend today talking specifically about the neck and the jaw. Stuff that you can do at home. So we don't have any tools. This is all gonna be using your own hands to control and stabilize everything. And then hopefully the kids are gonna help us with the game.
We're gonna do a little card beam at the end of just 5 simple movements. Get the heart flowing a little bit.
Yeah, so like we start every movement party with, we're gonna do our general warm up, starting with our neck first, okay? So you're gonna find some space, be about, I almost whacked with my arm. You're gonna have a good arm width apart from everybody else, and side to side. And again, if you notice that there's a difference, your body should be balanced. So if you can look, if one side is greater than the other side, that means that there's a potential restriction in that area, and you want to work a little bit extra on the side that's restricted so you can get everything moving back to normal. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, for sure. So if I notice that my neck's going this way on this side and it's full range, I'll spend just a couple extra seconds moving into resistance on that side to get the range of motion. After we're done looking side to side, we're going to try to take our right ear to our right shoulder, our left ear to our left shoulder. We're going to try to tuck our chin to our chest, and then we're going to look back all the way up. And again, just doing some really gentle circles one way, gentle circles the other way. Be back. We're going to add in an extra one that we haven't been doing. We're going to do some shoulder rolls forward, some shoulder rolls back. Arms out, thumbs up in the air. We're going to do forward arms like this. Nice big circles. Backwards with your thumbs up in the air. Thumbs down. Forward. Backwards. backward with your thumbs down. We're gonna lock our fingers together, pretend like somebody's there giving us a nice big hug. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll our shoulders forward, keeping our, make sure that the motion's coming from our shoulder blades. Then we're gonna go into reverse. She's awesome. It's completely fine. Okay, we're going to be moving on to our hips. You want to stay
You
upright?
can just stand up.
Okay. So you're going to, starting specifically with our left leg, the first motion is going to be up. If you need to stabilize yourself on something to hold on, you can. I'll hold on to the piano to show you.
You can hold on to a chair.
Or you can even go in this position down here on all fours, making sure that your spine is neutral. So the first motion is going to be foot up, Betty. Can you just not crawl under that table? Because if you knock the table over, all of the phones are going to come down, and then our video is going to be finito. I know you want. Well, just for right now, you can crawl under when we're done. So up, out, get your heel up in the air, heel back, and then forward, so like this. And then we're gonna go backwards.
Oh, backwards, okay.
Yep, up, out, and then forward. And again, I'm losing my balance a little bit. I feel a little bit tipsy today, so I would hold on to something. What you will want to avoid is this spinal bending like this. So we're gonna go right leg, up, out, heel up. See, a little bit. Maybe I shouldn't have drank that bottle of wine last night or something.
Yeah, right.
Up, out, heel, and then back down, and then back, and then the same thing done in reverse. Oh, that shit was really good. I don't know, but you get a lot of popping and cracking in there. Next one is going to be our knee. We're going to start a little bit differently with the knee this week. We're just going to bend it back and forth. Trying to, when we come forward, blocking it out all the way. So don't just leave it hanging there, try to lock it so your leg becomes a rigid board. And then we're going to do our leg circles. So keep your hips suspended. Leg circles one way, leg circles the other way. Other side. So just bending it. Circles one way, circles the other way. Down to our ankles. Other way. Other way. Other way. And because I forgot, I was distracted with Betty, we're going to go back up to our elbows.
I forgot to.
We're going to keep our elbows in, so what happens?
I don't know if you guys saw, but Betty's wearing suspenders and a bow tie. No shirt today. Blip styles.
Wrist. Wrist the other way. Fingers. Perfect. Let's get into this. So I'm going to be demonstrating on my wife, and what I'm going to be doing is putting the chair in a position where I hope all the cameras can see it, so I can show you. So you're going to go ahead and have a seat.
Like this way?
Yeah, you can face that way. So again, the main focus today is I had somebody reach out who is a nurse. Thank you so much for doing everything that you're doing. And she said, my jaw is killing me because of the work that we've been doing. The neck won the vote, so we're going to be, because of the masks, thank you. They're wearing the masks, so her jaw has been really sore because of that. And since the neck won in the vote, by the way, you got to love my crazy
Quarantine.
crazy quarantine. I know it's self-isolation.
Okay.
Crazy self-isolation here. We're going to give us YouTube here. You're gonna give me a YouTube haircut, right? So we're gonna couple in the neck and the jaw, and it's all gonna be stuff that you can do at home. So the first thing that you wanna do is the bottom of your hairline, you should be able to, on yourself you're gonna feel, I'm just gonna show you on Rochelle, but there's a big bone that's found right in the middle of your spine. It's right there. If you run your hands, if you just start from the base of your skull, you have a bump at the base of your skull, and if you just work your fingers down towards your hairline, you're gonna come across this really big bump, and it's really obvious. You don't need to know much. And then all you're gonna do is you're gonna take your fingers, and this is gonna happen on yourself, and you're gonna, let me know if I'm pushing too hard, okay? And you're gonna go to both the right side and the left side. I'll show you on myself so you have an idea. And you're gonna work into those muscles in that area all the way until you hit the hard part under your ear. So until you hit this part under here. So just what Rochelle's doing, go ahead and show them. So all you're gonna be doing is finding those muscles, and if one of them's the spot and you know it's the spot, all you're gonna do is you're going to maintain that spot and some pressure, and then focus on your breath. Okay, so that's those are called the suboccipital or under the occiput muscles. You found them. And they're the ones that are responsible for most of the rotation back and forth. So, yeah, you want to put your bow tie back on? Sure. Did you loosen it up a little bit? Yeah, okay. So, if you remember when we did our range of motion when we were turning our head side to side, perform this exact exercise where you push on those muscles and then go back and retest. And if you found a muscle that's genuinely tight, you're gonna notice that you can move your neck easier in that direction. Okay, the next thing, turn the chair to the side. So that's exercise number 1. So now we're gonna start talking about the jaw. So one of the things you should be able to do, you won't be able to tell with Rochelle, but if you put your fingers in your ear and then push your fingers forward and open your mouth, you should be able to feel your jaw open. And you want the fingers to, you want to feel that joint glide at the same time. If it's not gliding at the same time, there's many reasons why it might not glide at the same time, but chances are your jaw's not moving appropriately. So the 2 muscles that we're gonna be targeting for the jaw, there's one that you can do in your mouth, which is super awesome and super powerful, but really painful and impossible for me to show you on 4 different avenues on somebody else, okay? So the muscle that you chew with starts at the bottom of the jaw and goes up to the top of the jaw. So you can do it on yourself. All you're gonna do is you're gonna palpate this muscle and you're gonna find spots like this one, and then you're just gonna go side to side over that muscle. And if you want, you can hold that spot and spend some time opening and closing your jaw over it. The other muscle is called the temporalis muscle, and it's on this area, and then it comes together and it goes right in front of your ear right here. So this one, if you have a loving spouse, I can't touch my wife, by the way, she dislikes the way I do most things, right?
That's not true.
That's true when it comes to this kind of stuff. But you can spend some time on the side of your head, again, either rubbing your own temples. This is what people do when they rub their temples, right? But you just want to rub a little bit higher on the side of your head. And the technique is the same. Once you find those spots, you want to apply a little bit of pressure and you want to stay on that spot. You can even open your mouth on this one. And then what that will do is it'll help the muscle release. Okay, so just a quick recap before we move on to some exercises that you can do at home. It's important to find the base of the hairline and then find that big bone at the base of the hairline and then work both sides all the way till you hit the hard part of your ear right there. And then there's the muscle in here, the jaw, and the muscle up in here, okay? I go ahead and let's turn around and face the camera. Exercise that gets forgotten is everyone loves to increase their mobility and become more flexible and more mobile. That's important, but we can't forget to add our strength. So again, we're going back to those range of motion exercises, and the ones that we're gonna specifically be targeting is ear to one side, ear to the other side, head moving forward, head moving back. But you can either do it to yourself or have your partner help you, but I'm going to prevent Rochelle from moving her head in that direction. So try to touch your right ear to your right shoulder. So I'm holding her shoulder here, I'm preventing her from doing that. And what that's doing is that's helping strengthen the muscles on this side of her neck. And she's just gonna hold it for about 8 seconds and then release. And when I feel her pressure go, I know that she's done. Do it 3 to 4 times a side. We're gonna flip to the other side, same thing. I'm just gonna support her, make sure that her spine's neutral. You definitely don't want anyone bending or twisting their neck too much. You should see that her muscles are active. Do it just one more time. You can see that her muscles tighten up. Her spine stays straight. Yeah. Did you find a pancake? That's a pancake with butter and syrup.
This is a bird egg.
It's a burnt egg.
It's a
Kinda
burned-
looks like it.
It's a burned egg. I did the exact same thing, but this time I'm going to be supporting the back of Rochelle's head. She's going to be flexing her neck against me. Okay, and then we're going to be going again. We're going to be going forward, and I'm going to support her. And again, if you're sitting there by yourself, show them how they can do this all
You just
around.
put your hand, use your own pressure of your own hand, just put it against.
Yeah.
Same thing with this side. And then forward.
Yeah.
And then back.
You don't do rotation for this one. The rotation's too hard to control. There's too many different things involved. So those ways. Okay, so those are the exercises that we're going to cover today. We did things a little bit differently. Typically, these are range of motion exercises, but it's important to be able to develop healthy tissue integrity, which is what digging into your own muscles is going to help, and then helping your muscles develop some strength and stability as well. Okay, you want to go ahead and do the game?
Yeah.
I'll go try to get around to these two. You get everything ready and describe the game, and I'll see who wants to play.
We're gonna do six exercises today. We've been doing the same movements every week, so we're gonna do air squats, push-ups, burpees, and sit-ups. So just take everything slow. If you want to modify something, if you want to do push-ups from your knees or squatting from the chair, for you and what your mobility is at the moment. No kids today? Oh, geez.
Can't believe it.
All right. I was gonna shuffle them up.
Sure.
Okay.
Nothing up my sleeve.
Okay, so we got 3 apart. So we're gonna do 3 push-ups.
Okay. Do you want to do the full ones on the scale?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
What do you wanna
Let's just do the whole thing.
All right.
Actually, no. I'll show a scale. So if you can't do a full push-up, again, you can go on a slope like this. That will be helpful.
Or you can do from your knees.
Or you can even do it from something high like this.
Or against the wall. Okay.
As I'm finding. Okay. 5 of diamonds.
5 sit-ups.
So the scaled version of this we've been showing, but I'll show again. You don't have to sit up. It's most important to lay on the ground, interlock your fingers, get them behind your back, feet flat on the ground, and then elbows off the ground. And all we're going to be doing is contracting our core. This can easily count as a sit-up. This is one of the 3. Yeah, that's Luke Skywalker. To help
Want to do sit-ups with us?
your core.
The freezer done.
Let's go.
We'll clean it up.
I need 5.
5.
Okay.
Ready whenever you're ready. I'll do these ones.
Ready? 1. It's so quiet without the kids.
For 2 seconds. Okay, next. 4 of spades.
4 air squats.
Okay, you do full ones. And what I'll do is I'll just sit
You can
in
use a
the
couch, you can use a chair, you can
Ready?
whatever you want to do. Yeah. All right.
You can get the cards. I'll while I'm doing this.
Oh, I only did 4.
How many were we supposed to do?
I don't know, 5. I can't.
Four space.
Okay.
5 of hearts.
Okay, 5 push-ups.
I got a sneaky suspicion one of them is going to be burpees. 7 air squats.
All right.
Do I do the scale ones this time?
Sure.
Ready?
We're so quiet and somber today.
I know.
7?
Yep. Gotta be burpees now.
Last one.
I have a funny feeling you stacked the deck.
Of course I did.
You could have given us 2 burpees.
So we're gonna do 4 burpees. What are
do?
some of the skills for burpees?
So good.
So if you can't do a full burpee, you can easily just use your hand, use your leg to get down on the ground. Slowly lower yourself. Push yourself back up. Use your hand against your knee to help yourself get back up. And that's 1.
Great. So do 3 more. I'll do a full one. Four.
Why do I always pick these same exercises?
Because they're ones that people can do.
That's right.
Got it? Thank you, everybody. If there's any comments or questions, leave them below. We'll answer them. Have a great week. I hope everybody's staying safe. And we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for hanging out with us. And this one here.
Yeah.